Cyber Threat Brief for August 9, 2026. Atlassian's Rovo AI exposed enterprise data through a one-click parameter injection flaw that let attackers seed malicious prompts directly into live AI sessions. 2 California cities are dealing with ransomware attacks, with Suisun declaring a local emergency after their 911 dispatch system went down. The Savkali ransomware group claims 5 terabytes of Lucid Motors engineering data, including Keisha models and CFD simulations. Here's the full breakdown of today's top security stories. Next section, critical alerts. Critical one-click vulnerability in Atlassian's Rovo AI exposed enterprise data Varanus Threat Labs disclosed Rovo Blast, a one-click vulnerability in Rovo, Atlassian's enterprise AI assistant, that let attackers seed malicious instructions directly into a user's live AI session through a specially crafted link. The flaw exploited the Rovo chat prompt URL parameter, which pre-fills content into Rovo's chat window without any warning that the session was seeded externally. The attack required no jailbreak or permission bypass. Rovo has access to Jira, Confluence, Bitbucket, Slack, Microsoft 365, Google Workspace, databases, and uploaded files. Researchers demonstrated exfiltration of Confluence pages, Jira tickets, and SharePoint content containing personal data using Rovo's Research Agent tool, which can autonomously navigate arbitrary sites. Action. Atlassian has patched this issue. Limit which systems Rovo can reach, disconnect unused integrations, wall off sensitive areas, legal, HR, finance, disable browsing or multi-step automation features not in active use, and monitor assistant activity logs. This is parameter to prompt, P2P injection, similar to the reprompt attack Varanus reported in Microsoft Copilot in January. Source, Security Week. Next section, ransomware claims, last 48H. Group victim sector country Savkali Lucid Motors Automotive US 1 claim tracked from one group in the last 48 hours. These are unverified claims from ransomware leak sites, not confirmed breaches. Next section, ransomware and extortion. Savkali claims Lucid Motors engineering archive. The Savkali ransomware group claims possession of 78 terabytes of Lucid Motors and eShocken engineering data, including Keisha and STEP models, FEA and NVH analyzes, multi-gigabyte CFD simulations of the LiDAR washing system, topology optimization studies, static and modal results for the gravity and midsize enclosures, BOM, and internal progress reports. The claim was posted 2026-088. Source, Ransom Look. City of Suisun declares local emergency after cyber attack downs 911 dispatch systems. Suisun City, California declared a state of emergency on Saturday, August 8, after a cyber attack took out the city's emergency dispatch line and other key systems. Malicious software infected and compromised IT systems at about 5:45 a.m. on Friday. The cybersecurity issue forced the city to shut down multiple systems, including the 911 dispatch line. Source, data breaches. Net. City of Coweta refuses to pay ransom after system-wide cyber attack. The city of Coweta is dealing with a ransomware attack and has decided not to pay any ransom demands. The city manager reported that in a previous ransomware attack at another city, they paid the ransom and were reinfected weeks later, so Coweta will not be paying. Source, data breaches. Net. Next section, patch priority. Apache Portable Runtime Utility multiple vulnerabilities including timing attack and password validation, CVE 2025-49506, SQL injection in Oracle DBD driver, and heap buffer overflow in Redis client, and 2 additional CVEs. See show notes for the full list. Kata containers container escape vulnerabilities including unauthorized memory tampering, CVE 2026-64676, guest to host escape via VertiOffs, and arbitrary file loading, and 2 additional CVEs. See show notes for the full list. Linux kernel 24 CVEs, covering KVM, networking, USB, Wi-Fi, and file system components. Next section, vulnerability disclosures. Apache Portable Runtime Utility, multiple vulnerabilities, 3 vulnerabilities disclosed in Apache Portable Runtime Utility. CVE 2025-49506 is a timing attack vulnerability in APRA password validate. With EPSS, the exploit prediction scoring system, scores 0.4 32nd percentile. Is a SQL injection flaw in APRA DBD Oracle with EPSS 0.4 29th percentile. Is a heap buffer overflow in the APRA Redis client with EPSS 0.5 42nd percentile, and 2 additional CVEs. See show notes for the full list. Sources, MSRC, and 2 additional CVEs. See show notes for the full list. Kata containers multiple container escape vulnerabilities. 3 vulnerabilities in Kata containers allow container escape and unauthorized access. CVE 2026-64676. EPSS 0.1, second percentile, allows unauthorized memagent TTRPC methods to tamper with confidential guest memory. EPSS 0.2, eighth percentile, is a runtime RS guest root to host root escape via VirtIOFS. EPSS 0.4, 31st percentile, allows arbitrary file loading via config path annotation, and 2 additional CVEs. See show notes for the full list. Sources: MSRC, and 2 additional CVEs. See show notes for the full list. Linux kernel multiple CVEs. 24 Linux kernel CVEs published covering KVM virtualization. CVE 2026-64561. Networking stack, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, USB, file systems, and other components. Most have EPSS scores in the 0, 1, 0, 2 range, 2nd 11th percentile. All are low-severity kernel hardening fixes with limited exploitation likelihood, and 16 additional CVEs. See show notes for the full list. Source: MSRC Security Update Guide. libcapy cryptographic library multiple flaws. 3 vulnerabilities in libcapy. CVE 2026-71225. EPSS 0.2, 15th percentile, causes Roman 4 reuse in one-shot symmetric cipher chunking, resetting cipher state across chunk boundaries. EPSS 0.1, 2nd percentile, allows memory corruption via uncancelled AO requests on error in the one-shot AO path. EPSS 0.1, 1st percentile, is an infinite loop denial of service in kcapy AO read-all due to unhandled EO get events, timeout return, and 2 additional CVEs. See show notes for the full list. Sources: MSRC, and 2 additional CVEs. See show notes for the full list. Additional CVEs. CVE 2026-64578. KSMBD compound request validation. libcef unsafe decodes. Open SSL client-side memory leak and aux response checking. EPSS 0.3/18th percentile. RPM heap buffer overflow and NDB slot table parsing. EPSS 0.1/3rd percentile. Input: IMS PCU heap buffer overflow, POSIX CPU timers UAF prevention, popped size T underflow, DMA buff/UDMA cache line warning fix, nexttopic stack initialization, and 8 additional CVEs. See show notes for the full list. Source: MSRC Security Update Guide. Next section: Trends and Context. AI assistant platforms are emerging as a significant attack surface. The Rovo Blast vulnerability demonstrates that enterprise AI tools with broad data access and autonomous capabilities can be weaponized through simple parameter manipulation. The attack pattern, parameter-to-prompt injection, appears across multiple vendors and represents a fundamental design challenge in AI assistant security. The 2 California city ransomware attacks show municipalities remain high-value targets, with critical infrastructure like 911 dispatch systems at risk. That concludes today's Cyber Threat Brief. From Carolina Clear Tech. Stay patched, stay vigilant.